I'd like to start by offering, our deepest condolences to Amir Abdur-Rahim and the Abdur-Rahim family. Obviously, Amir is the uncle of our player, Jabri. We're wrapping arms around Jabri, but Amir was a great friend of mine. Competed against him when he was a coach at Murray State. I was a player. Competed against him as an assistant at Georgia, and really what he did at Kennesaw State and on to South Florida was incredible. He had 1 win his first season as a head coach, to 8 wins, to like 13 wins, to an NCAA, on the break of an NCAA tournament win against Xavier, and then go to South Florida in another 26. He had so much life in front of him, and it was devastating to hear the news the other day, but just keeping him in our prayers, and Jabri's with his family now, and just want to offer our deepest condolences. In this game today, it was good for us to get our last dress rehearsal before we open up for real next Monday. When I was at Tennessee, we played Davidson every year because you knew exactly what you were going to get by playing a Bob McKillop coach team. Elite execution, elite pace, offensive execution, really high IQ, big-time players. We know what we're going to get when we play a Frank Martin coach team. I was talking to Frank before the game. I think I've played against him more than any coach I've ever played against. 8 times as a player in college, and I think this was the 6th time as a coach. You're going to get a tough, hard-nosed, physical, offensive rebounding, tough denial team. We wanted to test ourselves right off the bat from a rebounding standpoint and a ball security standpoint. We failed that test, but great opportunity for us to go back and get better. Growth mindset is the theme of the first part of this season for us, and we're going to learn from this and get better.
Questions for players?
Yeah, for Corey, just the confidence you had shooting the ball today. I know you had a good off season as well. How can you see that rolling into this season?
It's just being simple, I feel. Taking the open shots that come to me, knowing when to get off the ball or knowing when to be aggressive and attack, and just doing what the game tells me to do. Coach always says, our thought of the week this week was, you don't rise to the occasion, you fall to the level of your preparation. I believe in my preparation that I've been doing, the work I put in, and my teammates and coaches are also right behind me, giving me that confidence to keep shooting the ball, whether they're going in or not. So,
Corey, you've been around here, a long time compared to everybody. The adjustment, can you see the adjustment maybe of the younger guys today just to get their feet wet?
Definitely, just first time in the amp. I remember my first time out there. It's just a great experience, I think, for the guys. Just coming out here, like Coach said, it's our last dress rehearsal, and this whole first start of the season is just having a growth mindset. So I feel it was good for the guys to go out there, just see what it's like, and get all those jitters out before November 4th comes, and I think we'll all be ready by the time that date comes.
Bensley, the fine line for you, no cheating today between you scoring the ball and also distributing. What's that fine line for you in terms of being balanced?
Just doing, what I came here to do and just get my, guys open, bring my leadership and my defensive intensity. I thought, we played with some good, ups and downs with pace, but just controlling the game and, running the show is what I'm here to do.
Bensley, you had 4 steals today. See you get super low on defense. Take a lot of pride in the defensive end. What was working for you to kind of get those 4 steals?
Just buying into the scouting report, doing what we, are taught to do on the defensive side. Always pressuring the ball. Rebounding, I thought we could have done better as a team overall and stopping them on the offensive rebound. But defense is what I hang my hat on, so always just trying to bring that intensity on the defensive end.
Bensley, we saw both Osman and Anton today for the first time publicly. You play with a lot of big guys, just the potential that those 2 guys have and the chemistry that you're trying to grow with them.
They're going to be amazing. I just think with those guys, being so young and new to the college game, just having a growth mindset and learning every single day, getting better and not getting too complacent about this game. Still got lots of work to do, long season. So just keeping those guys uplifted, positive, and they'll keep getting better. Lots of talent, yes.
Hey, Corey, this is your second year under Kim. How nice has it been to be with a coach for the second year, first time in your career?
I think it's been everything for me this year, just feeling comfortable on the court, knowing what they're looking for. So it kind of makes the game easy for me. I just have to go out there and execute, really, and just play hard, play tough, play together. That's all we look for.
Any more questions from the players? Questions for Coach?
Kim, now we know what you're talking about with, not your whole team. How difficult was it to kind of make it through that today? I'm sure you saw some lineups we've never seen, right?
Yeah, well, well, we think so. We think we will have great depth. That was the thought process in building this team. No Richard, no Jabri, no Creased, obviously no Bryce. Those are four guys that we think will play a chunk of the minutes. Obviously Jaden, so it was so many I lost count. Obviously in Jaden, so five guys, are going to play a ton of minutes in our rotation. But trying to have a positive outlook on it, back to St. Joe's scrimmage, back to I've been thinking about, it's a great opportunity for the end of our rotation or even some guys that are out of the rotation. And it's good to see. It's great teachable moments for those guys. They would have less reps if those five guys were in. So they're getting more reps, more opportunities. What we expect from our players, the standard transcends class. It transcends whatever you think your status on the team is. Nilovan Jotham Daniels could easily be a rotational player for us because he simply does exactly what we ask. Anton Bonk, a young guy we're bringing along, can easily get rotational minutes for us. And that's the beauty of having a deep team, is you're gonna do exactly what we want you to do, or you won't play.
What do you think Anton and Oswin are going to be able to do?
There's no limit on what they can do. They're both incredibly coachable. Coach Felton does an incredible job spending a ton of individual time with our big men group. But Anton and Oswin, as a coach, it's a joy. Similar to Josh Oduro, Ticket Gaines, guys like that, the most coachable players. Again, what are they? 8 for 9 from the field today, and they'll have success. But it's no rush. They're on their own journey, own path. They'll play a lot of minutes one game, not a lot of minutes the next. They could play a lot of minutes every game. We really believe in those guys and their continued improvement.
Kim, in terms of Daniels, when he had that moment where he's fighting for the loose ball and he's going back and forth, is that sort of something that you'd like to bottle up in terms of the intensity you want to see out of every guy on the roster?
Exactly. I think we got a few guys. I think Bensley, I think Eli, I think Corey Floyd, Osmond, Ryan Mila, Anton, Nil, Jaden Pierre, Rich Barron, Bryce. They're cut from that same cloth. Love Nil. We love him. I walked into a high school gym a year ago recruiting someone else, and I left the gym recruiting Nilovan. And we're happy we have him. And he's a huge piece of our team.
In terms of Bensley and the way that he can distribute and set the table, how nice is it to have a guy like that you're adding to your program that's a veteran guard that can set the table?
Yeah, it's good. 8 assists, 3 turnovers. We'll take that. Go back and watch a couple of them to see how he can get better. Really excited to see him and Jaden in the backcourt together. They really complement off each other. Obviously Jaden can score and assist. Bensley can score and assist. Thought he did a good job commanding. He's taken a pounding as far as a load standpoint, and with how many guys we don't have. You know, Eli had missed a few days. Ryan Mila's first game today after only 4 college practices. So Bensley's has took a heavy load. Very thankful to Frank for allowing this game to be shorter so we can kind of protect the pounding on some of our guys.
Kim, was it important to kind of do a dress rehearsal in this building to get guys maybe acclimated to the game day atmosphere a little bit?
Yeah, it's good, acclimated to the cold on the court. But it was good. I usually like the closed scrimmages, because we can make them whatever you want them. You could do 4 8-minute quarters in another game for your young guys. You could do, you know, I don't think fans would have liked to watch us run practice. But, you know, Frank really wanted to do it open. He likes his guys to get in, and it is good, especially with how many. Jaden's already played in here. Rich's already played in here. Jabri's been in college for 5 years. Bryce already played in. So it actually was good, a lot of good, that on next Monday night it'll be some familiarity with the place.
Who are you concerned about not being ready for Monday? Who didn't play? I guess Rich is.
Bryce. I think Bryce. Bryce is the only one, but Bryce looks good. I mean, he had a good workout today. He's at a really good spot and confidence with his game. Worked out pre-practice this morning, post-practice this morning, and did a warm-up with the players before the game today. So he got 3 workouts in the day. Hopefully, you know, we got 9 days. Hopefully everyone should be back for opening night.
Any more questions?
Thanks, guys.